headphones on.
No, you sound fine. You sound
Okay.
fine. Do I
All
sound
right.
okay?
Yeah, you sound
All
like
right.
you're in your kitchen, girl.
Hey guys. Welcome,
Hello.
welcome. We're here. I'm going to give it a second for everybody. Well, let's give it a couple of seconds because we're at
Okay.
20 seconds in. If you are joining us now, please make a comment, say hi, something so that we know that you're there.
Where are you from? Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? And if you tried to join yesterday, sometimes things are the right thing, but not at the right time. And just a lot was happening yesterday, and we couldn't get on at 12. So I'm so glad that you guys are taking your time today to come and join us because this is going to be fun, very
Yes.
informative and fun also. For those who are joined, I'm Michelle. Hi. And this is
Good
Nuria,
morning.
my, what do we call my
Mike,
my
your
accountability
co-host.
partner, huh?
Yeah. Yes. Your co-host, retreat host,
My
business
co-host.
partner. You
And
know
I
what?
love having Nuria here because you guys have a lot of questions. And while I'm preparing the food, sometimes it's just a little hard to get to all the questions. And I do want to get to everybody's question, or at least 99% of the people, where I'm able to help you or understand more of what you guys are going through. And also, Nuria is here because I am obsessed with retreats, especially the one that I went on. So I want you all to get a little bit of insight of the retreats that we're planning for the future. And Nuria is our retreat person. So if you have questions about that, also, she's here to answer that also. So
Yes.
Nuria, introduce yourself while I grab everything I need. Welcome to my
Okay.
kitchen, guys.
Yes. I mean, retreat host, facilitator, coordinator. Oh my gosh, I led a mindfulness for everyone class last Monday. It was so amazing. It was like one person emailed me and said, "How did you pack all that into 1 hour?" And yet it was really calming and people felt good when they left. So actually, what I want to do is let's do a one-word check-in for the folks that are here and see how you're
Yeah,
feeling coming into today. Can we go into the chat and do that? I
I
know we
think
have 12
so.
folks here.
For the people that are here, just leave a comment. Just leave a
Yep,
comment, wave, say hi. How you leave a comment about one word about how you're
one
feeling
word.
today.
One word. Just one word. I am feeling, I'm feeling busy. I'm feeling busy because I
Busy,
got back busy. Yeah, I'm like a busy.
busy.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
feeling like busy mind. If I can use that as a feeling, because I got back at 2 a.m. from visiting my in-laws in Rochester. And so I'm going to tell you the reason why we missed this yesterday. Because
She's like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
yeah,
That's what
my
we're gonna do.
mother-in-law walks like 10 miles a day. And so we got up yesterday morning and I said, I will go on a walk with you. And we left the house at like 9 o'clock.
Plenty of time to make it
12:05.
back for 12.
Yeah, 12:05. I get in like, oh my goodness, my phone didn't go, my watch didn't alert me. Michelle had called me, my text messages didn't come through,
I
like
was
nothing
worried.
came through. Nothing came through on anything. And I get in, and finally, for the first time in the day, look at my phone. And I'm like, holy smokes, I just missed our live. But it was a I only did 7 miles. It was a 7 miles, maybe it was like 2.5 hours. Anyway, it was a 7 miles well spent. I'm so happy I got to spend that time with my mother-in-law. And I just feel like everything, conspired for me not to leave that walk early. So
Well,
I
I'm
missed
glad
it.
you're okay because I tell you, I was so worried. I kept saying to my husband, this is just unlike her. I don't understand. I said, I wonder. And I hate to start thinking crazy thoughts, but you had
Yes.
sent so many emails the night before. And I was like, well, she was alive at least 12 hours ago. So I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have her husband's number. I don't know what to do. And I was like, this is just so unlike her.
Yeah.
So I was more
Very.
worried than anything else. I'm glad you're
Yeah.
okay. And I'm
Thank you. Thank you,
you're
Michelle.
welcome.
You talked me off of a ledge because I was like, I cannot believe I did this very unprofessional thing.
But it's
So thank
okay.
you.
It's okay that we're not perfect. We're just
Yeah,
humans. We're not perfect. And like I said to you yesterday, sometimes it's the right thing. The life was the right thing. I was feeling it. Everything was right. All of the ideas that I have here and this recipe was right, but it was just not the right time. I think the right time was today. And everybody that's here, they're supposed to be here, right here
that's
with us.
right. Yeah.
So I
Got
see
folks in here talking
grateful.
about they're grateful, talking about
Mhm.
they're busy as well. Look,
And
washing clothes.
I'll piggyback on that grateful. This morning I get up here in Atlanta and it's cold and it's raining and it's so cold. It's a different kind of cold. I'm not used to this cold. It reminds me of when my parents used to live in Pennsylvania by the lake. That kind of cold. That like a yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
yes.
And my husband, both of us, we love working out. We love being active. And Sunday's usually a rest day for me. I'll just do a walk. But he got up and he was like, I don't know if I could work out today. It's just outside is just so. And I said, stop. Let's not do that. You know, in order for us to have sunny days, we have to have rainy days. I said, I got up and I saw that it was cloudy, and I was like, you know what, God, thank God I'm in a warm bed with
Mm-hmm.
a roof over my head. I have a wonderful husband, a wonderful family. We're happy. And he goes, yeah. So that's my one word is grateful also. So thank you, Karen. I'm
Yay.
very grateful to be happy and alive and healthy on this day.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. Busy as well. Is that
Yes.
Tony?
That's Tony Anthony. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for those who have a busy mind, while Michelle is prepping, let's just do a little grounding to get us kind of settled into our space. So wherever you are, if you want, just real quick, maybe like 1 minute, close your eyes if you like, or just have a gentle gaze. And if you will, take a breath in and release. And take a breath in now and just bring some attention to your spine, the very top of your spine, all the way up at the crown of your head or the back of your neck. Follow that spine all the way down to your sacrum, which is at the very bottom of your spine. Think your low back. And right below that, you'll find your tailbone. In this space, just allow your tailbone to be softened, noticing what it would feel like for your tailbone to be relaxed, and noticing what it would feel like for your tailbone to be expansive. Taking a breath in and breathing into every pore of your body, trillions of pores in your body. And go ahead and exhale that out any way you like. Hopefully, that allowed you to feel a little bit more grounded as we go into this very exciting meal prep and making of something delicious with Michelle.
Not really a meal.
Well,
It's a
deliciousness.
really, really delicious snack.
Good.
But it's not like a whole meal. It's one of those things, you know what I'm gonna call it? Let's see. Let me move my camera. I never have real names for anything. I know there's probably a real name out there somewhere because
Yeah, you called
obviously
like
I
another butter or something, didn't you?
I'm never the first to make it, but sometimes I just throw things together and then I'm going through social media. I'm like, oh, I guess it does exist, but I thought I made it in my head. It's a nut brittle. It's basically you're just gonna grab yourself some fresh raw nuts, unsalted, and let me show you what to do. I made this on I think Instagram, and I think one time I did it on YouTube. and it went viral both times. It's such a simple recipe that I couldn't believe that it would go viral. So many people wanted the recipe, even though literally it's three ingredients. Simple,
What?
simple, simple. But once I make it, I'm going to show you guys what to do with it. How to give it as like holiday. I forgot what I was going to say. As a holiday gift, like a hostess gift. You know, when you go
Yes.
over and yeah. All right. So I went and I just grabbed some nuts. I try not to keep too many. I was that person, or I am that person. I love, love, love nuts. But nuts are very high in fat and calories. Even though they're delicious, they're full of plenty of healthy nutrients. It's easy for you to start eating too much of it. So I normally will keep like sunflower seeds on hand. Um,
Hmm.
but I just buy what I need, and I went to Whole Foods and just went to the bulk because that is going to be the cheapest, and just grab some of what I need. So let's move over to the stove because
Well,
that's where we're
what
going.
kind of nuts are they?
Oh, good question. See, that's why I need you here. This is sunflower seeds, like I said,
Hmm.
and everything is raw. Nothing is salted. Nothing is roasted either.
Okay.
I have some almonds and pumpkin seeds. But you
Oh,
guys, pumpkin seeds.
yeah.
But you guys could choose whatever you want. I've done this with walnuts. I've done it with cashews. I've done it with pecans. Choose your combination. Now, you don't have to do just three. You can do as many as you like. I just find that three is more easy on the brain, instead
Hmm.
of doing like five different nuts.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you do too many, it gets confusing and the flavors, you can't enjoy them as well.
So you're counting the pumpkin seeds and what was it? Pumpkin seeds and the
Pumpkin
other
seeds, sunflower seeds, and
sunflower
almonds.
seeds as nuts, basically, in the nut family.
Well, you could call them seeds. I mean, if we want to be politically correct or correct, these are
Uh-huh.
seeds, obviously, and the almonds are nuts. A lot of times, if you're allergic to nuts, you won't be allergic to seeds, and
Okay.
vice versa. But
But
I sometimes I like the variety of color. So
mm,
the pumpkin seeds are green with the reddish chestnutty color of the almonds, and then this really neutral color of the seeds.
okay.
Okay, so that's
So
why I choose it. You know,
okay, another question for you. This makes
sure.
perfect sense to me. Um, are the seeds also high? You know how you were saying you got to sometimes be careful with the nuts. Is it similar with seeds?
Yes.
No.
Any kind, because they're very concentrated, because there's the size of them, they're just very concentrated with fats, which is good fats. It's
Hmm.
all good. It's just you can have too much of a good thing, and a handful is really just a tiny amount, and a handful of nuts on average is about 180 calories. It
Yeah.
usually has maybe about 14 grams of fat.
Mm,
A lot. It's a lot. And yeah, you just kind of don't want to have too much. And like I
yeah.
said, nuts are very addictive. It's very easy to
Yep.
overindulge. Hmm. Hmm.
My daughter is an athlete and she's a high performing athlete. And so she needs a lot of dense food so that she can fit more in her body and not have it take up space, because like you can cut up an apple and it's this big, but you can have a tablespoon of nuts and it's the same amount of calories, but the size of it, the space that it takes up in your
Hmm.
body is smaller for the nuts. But she doesn't like nuts, and that
That
could be perfect for her to like get more of the protein and
that's a
stuff.
great point. The recipes that I provide are for everyday people. Now, if you're an athlete, obviously that changes. You can have a little bit more.
Hmm.
So, everything I'm saying, yes, if you're an athlete, yeah, you could indulge a little bit. You need the fat, actually. The fat is going to help you with muscle growth. It's going to help you with energy. So, yeah, but you're right. Well, there's so many different kinds of. Does she like macadamia nuts?
He's just not a nut
Not enough.
fan. Yeah.
She'll become one. I wasn't either. I'm just adjusting
Well,
my camera here. I
yes.
wasn't. I used to see grown-ups eating it, and I'm like, oh, why would you want that? That's like,
Yeah.
ugh.
And her nutritionist is like, "Just put a spoonful of whatever, almond butter, peanut butter in your smoothie." And she's like, "It's gonna ruin it." So,
Well,
that's a
peanut butter
challenge
will
right
ruin
there.
it. Almond butter might not, but a peanut butter will. My
Yeah.
kids will not eat peanut butter or nuts anymore because they grew up plant based. Let me see. Are you seeing me and seeing
I
that?
see a little bit of you.
Oh.
Okay, now I see your beautiful
Uh,
face.
yeah, they grew up plant based, and peanut butter, obviously, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches was like the easiest thing you could send them to school with.
Mhm.
I think I gave them too much. They will not even look at a nut or peanut butter
Oh,
anymore. And it makes me so mad because I'm like, it's just the easiest thing. It's so much nutrition. It's just great in a smoothie. And they're just
yes.
like, no, no, no. I tell you guys a story. It's nice when we're on these lives because I could tell you like things that happened in my life. So I was giving my daughter peanut butter and jelly sandwiches so much. And I thought it was fine. You know, every day I was like, I'm giving them their lunch to go to school. And one day, I went into her bedroom and to help just to look, like, hey, you okay? And I was like, this room is disgusting. We have to clean. And she always says I get in these feng shui cleaning manic every now and then. And I was like, we have to
Mhm.
clean this room. It's just this is not feng shui. And I go in, I start cleaning, I go in her closet, and I'm like, you know what? Let's take everything out and let's just like redo it again. You know what
No,
I
don't
found in the
tell me.
closet?
Don't tell me, Michelle.
All of the peanut butter sandwiches. Was so mad. Anyway, for everybody that's here, I was so to this day we talk about it. She's 27 now, and I'm like, remember the peanut butter? She's like, it was just so much, mommy. It was so much. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have just said to me, I don't want it anymore, and I would have given
Right.
you something else, but you weren't saying anything. You know how scary that is for a parent? And you see that in the corner of the closet, like behind all of the sandwiches that I gave her. Anyway, yeah. I'm glad we could look back at these things and laugh. Anyway, this is where I am right now. So I turned the flame on a heavy duty ceramic skillet. You can also use like a non-stick. Make sure there aren't any scratches in there. A non-stick is just going to be easier for you to clean because we are going to caramelize this maple syrup and it gets really sticky. So in the pot, no oil, nothing at all. We're going to place some almonds. And even though I'll write down what it is in the description box, just so you guys can see, there's no real measurements. This is kind of like a free for all. It's whatever you feel you want to put in. So that's like 3 handfuls right there of almonds
I
and
want
a good
I
couple of
want you to
handfuls.
put that into your description. 3 handfuls of almonds.
I am gonna put it. I am gonna put it because I'm gonna get a lot of comments like, "What's the exact measurements?"
And
If I just put what the items are.
3 Michelle handfuls.
And if you guys can see, that's why. Let me move this out of the way. That's why I like using the pumpkin seeds because look how pretty that is. I hope you guys can
Mm.
with the green against the amber of the almonds, and then sunflower seeds. Also, the variation in sizes I think is nice. Also, it helps to like kind of balance the eyes a little bit. Everything has
Yeah.
to be pretty. Everything has to be pretty. I think that's enough. That looks about balanced. So while the pot is hot, almost like a light toast we're doing. We're not really toasting these, but just like a light, just kind of warm them through.
Mhm.
Just kind of feeling
I
that.
I was, talking to my brother-in-law about you yesterday because I was telling them how
Tony
I
said,
missed
"That's
it.
me asking for the exact
Oh,
measurements." I'm never gonna forget it. Now I'm gonna be looking like, "Oh, here you go. Tony wants the exact measurements again."
3 Michelle handfuls.
You know what, Tony? I'm learning because this is so natural for me to cook. Let me
I
make
think
sure
you
that
gotta
this is
move
right.
it. I was gonna say that. There we go. Yep.
Because cooking is natural for me. I don't measure, and that was part of the hardest transitions I had to make when the videos started becoming popular, and everyone was like, "Well, what's the recipe? What's the recipe?" And I was like, "Oh my god, I have to now write recipes." And it measuring everything drives me crazy. But I also understand, sometimes when I was talking to my friends and I was like, a lot of the comments are recipes and I don't write anything. And I remember there was one girl, she was really quiet and she goes, well, Michelle, I'm one of those people. I need to see it. And then I realized, I was like, Michelle, all right, not everybody knows how to cook. They need directions. They need
Hmm.
directions. So I'm learning. So I understand. I totally understand.
Yes, yes. I use a
Oh, she
measurement
said
cup for
it's
the
such
most
a,
part.
I'm sorry to cut you. She said it's such a talent. I didn't know it was a talent. I thought everyone knew. I, again, I'm learning.
No, Michelle, you were ultra talented. But no, I was telling my brother-in-law about you
Oh,
because he's a
stop.
vegan. And I was saying, I said, "Oh my gosh, I missed the live." Um, and showed him to your page. And I said, "Well, Michelle likes everything to look pretty. It has to have all the senses. It can't just taste good. It has to invoke
Yeah.
all of her senses." So,
I think it's time. I could smell the nuts.
okay.
Now we're going to add maple syrup again. Tony, there is no measurement.
Ooh, it's
However,
steaming.
give me a second.
Wow.
I'm going to move my camera. I placed enough in there to kind of cover the, or at the same level as the nuts.
That was a good amount. Look like about two, maybe like mm,
Let me look at a measuring cup.
3/5 of a
Sometimes when I
cup,
look at the cup, I can tell. It's probably
like three
half a
fifths.
cup. It's probably
Yeah,
half a cup. Hmm. It's enough to kind of at the level of wherever the nuts are.
yeah.
And
That
then we're
must
gonna
smell
salt it.
amazing.
All right,
Yeah.
our third ingredient, salt. I'm just using sea salt. You could use any salt you want, but remember to salt it because this is where we're trying to create that sweet and salty taste.
How does it smell? That has got
Mm.
to smell
It smells
amazing.
like maple syrup in here. It
Mm.
smells like maple syrup. What is stuff?
Michelle, how did you know that it was ready to put the maple syrup in there?
Because I could
Well,
smell I could see and smell the nuts. They started to roast.
oh,
They started
okay.
to get like a little brown.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to wait until they become brown. You could actually, when you put it in a pot, once the pot is hot, you could go ahead and put the maple syrup in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you don't, you're not trying to toast it. You're just trying to heat through everything. And
Okay.
what we're doing now is just kind of letting the maple syrup evaporate and get a little sticky. So once it starts to caramelize.
Mm-hmm.
So once it evaporates and most of the liquid is out, it's done.
Okay.
Then you're gonna take it out, but let me show you what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Oh, it looks so pretty.
Hmm. You see,
Oh.
it's a nice and bubbly. So it's just, you see, it's losing most of that liquid that's in there.
Do you remember? Well, I remember my great grandmother. She lived in Wedgefield, South Carolina. Born, lived there, died there, and she used to make peanut brittle.
I guess it's the same thing, right?
Is it kind of like that?
Um, I'm gonna say peanut brittle is not something I grew up with. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
familiar. Um, I, 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 I've seen it in the store. It's
Yeah.
not something that like my mom or my grandmother or I saw anybody make, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say yes. It's probably kind of like that. This was
Hmm.
just one day. I was just, I don't know. I wanted some nuts and I wanted something sweet, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna throw it in a pot and just sweeten it with maple syrup, and this
Yeah.
came out. So, like I said, it exists. I just never done it before
Mm-hmm.
until I did
Now,
it. And I was like, oh, people want to know how to make it. Well, it's that easy. All right, so this is what it looks like now. So most of the liquid has evaporated. So now we're just going to turn it off. All right. And we're going to move back over to the cutting board.
Michelle, you had said if you're doing a nonstick and it has any scratches, X-nay
Yeah,
on the.
non-stick, those Teflon pots are very
Mhm.
toxic. Once your pot gets a scratch, it releases so many microplastics into your system. You have to get rid of it.
Yeah.
That's why I like the cast iron, especially the ceramic coated cast iron. To me, it's
Mhm.
smoother. It's easier for you to fry in. Because a lot of people
Mm.
complain that the pots, if it's not nonstick, it will stick. The ceramic cast iron is very easy to clean. It doesn't stick as much as like a stainless steel. Even though I do like
Mhm.
stainless steel pots, but I would say if you had to choose what type of pot to purchase, um, you want to do either ceramic, cast iron with ceramic coating, or stainless
Mhm.
steel.
Yeah, because I don't have a cast iron with ceramic coating, so I'm using either my cast iron or my stainless steel, and it's terrible to cook eggs and
Mhm.
stuff like
And,
that.
and
Because
that's
I
why
make
the Le Creuset, they became so popular, because it's
uh,
nicer to cook in it. Now you don't have to buy Le Creuset. There's lots of Lodge. I think makes a really good pot also, and it's just practically the same kind of craftsmanship, and it's not as expensive.
okay.
Let me go grab this
Thank you.
before it gets too
Yeah.
sweet.
Um, Enigmatic Psych says, "Good afternoon. What are you making?"
I'm making nut brittle. Welcome in. I'm using
Welcome. Hello.
parchment paper. Just lay it. You could put it on a cookie sheet or just lay it. Hold on. Somebody in
Oh,
the comments told me this trick because I was fighting for my life with the parchment paper. They
oh
were
my
like,
gosh.
now we'll stay. I was like, oh,
What?
thanks. Just crush it up. I love
Wow.
lies.
That just changed my life.
I know, it changed mine too. All right, I'm grabbing the pot, guys. I'm grabbing the
Hi,
pot.
oh Lori.
It's
Yum,
starting to
yum.
cool. All right. So now we're just gonna place it on the parchment paper.
Okay.
See, and this is the part everybody's worried about. See all that caramel that's left back? They're like, how the hell am I gonna clean that?
Right.
You get it right in the water right away.
Okay.
That's what I love about it.
Hot water.
It doesn't stick in those pots. All right. Here we're just gonna spread it out however you want it, but I kind of keep it close together. Can you see?
Yes. Well, yeah, that's better. Now, Michelle, do you have a sweet tooth?
No.
Ah.
Uh-uh. I love savory food. I'm not a dessert
Mm.
girl. This is really good and it is addictive, but I could do without it. I
Yeah.
love food. I like savory food. Like, I don't like
Hmm.
cakes. I don't know why.
Well, I feel like when we're on our retreat in May, that you're going to have to make some sweet stuff
Oh
because
no,
other
I'll make
people
sweet
like
stuff.
me have sweet teeth.
This is a
Okay.
really good one. This is a good
Yeah.
one to be on a retreat with, especially if you were going for like a walk, like a trail walk or
Mm.
anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're just gonna leave it and let it cool. It'll cool down in like maybe about 10-15 minutes where
Yeah.
you can, really handle it. Because if you touch it now, you're gonna severely be burned. The maple
Okay.
syrup holds a lot of heat. You'll burn your tongue. So let it cool down. The longer you let it cool, the more brittle it gets, which is
Okay.
nice. So we're gonna let
Now,
that cool.
Michelle, somebody asked, are you going to add a pinch of salt to that? And of course, you already did add salt, but
I already did, but if you want to add like a nice coarse,
coarse. Mm-hmm.
yes, that's the word I was looking for, a nice
Mm-hmm.
coarse sea salt, this would be the time. Also, I love who asked that question because I thought about this
Oh,
all night. I was
Lori.
like, I need to put something in it to spruce it up. Coconut, shredded coconut. Let me go get
Yes.
that now. Hold on.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Lori. I mean, Lori, because Lori says this, but Michelle, I make something similar and it has pecans. It's actually honey, what's it called? Coconut. shredded coconut, and then I do that, and I put it, and then I put salt over it, and I put it in the oven, and that's how I make my similar thing to yours.
Oh,
My sister put me onto it. It's very addictive. You like, and you make a sheet of it, it's a problem. But I love it with the coconut. That is perfect.
thank you. I almost forgot. Thank you for making that comment. Because
Yes.
I was like, I gotta add something that gives it a little holiday snow-like look.
Oh,
Here we go. I
that
think
is
even
good
at
stuff.
this time, if you wanted to add maybe some dried cranberries would be pretty.
Mm. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Ooh, now it smells. Oh, it smells
Yeah.
good in here. Now it smells
You
like
know what I
shredded
find difficult
coconut.
about dried cranberries is it's hard to find them without added sugar, you
That's true.
know?
That's true. I guess
So you've got to just commit to having the the high concentrate sugar if you're going to have the cranberries, but they're so good.
sometimes, you're not gonna do it every day. Sometimes
That's right. Everything in moderation.
everything in moderation. And yeah, everything in moderation. All right, so we're gonna let that cool down. But the reason I wanted to do this, because I thought this was such a good idea. It is holiday time. I am a firm believer of personalized gifts. So
Mhm.
you're not gonna see me go out and buy gifts. I like homemade gifts. I think
Mm.
they're just my love language is gifts. So for me, yeah,
Oh.
even if you brought me a lollipop, I will just melt at your feet because I just felt like you took the time to say, you know what, Michelle might like this. And you thought about me. It's
Mhm.
not, none of the other affirmations work at all. None of the other ones, like words, I
Yeah.
like some words,
Yeah.
but you bring me a gift. So for me, I like to give handmade gifts. And because I know how to cook, I like to give food as gifts.
Mhm.
So last year, everyone got sourdough bread. And if you guys
Mm.
were with me, if you guys were watching me, I was in my sourdough era. Like I
Mhm.
made 4 sourdough breads a day. Like I was just, oh my God, I couldn't stop. I could not stop. While the kitchen was being renovated, that was a nightmare.
Mhm.
But everybody got beautiful sourdough bread for their holiday gifts. And this year they're gonna get, I hope they're not watching this, but they're gonna get no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make a variety of different kinds. I might throw
Yeah.
some marshmallow, little mini marshmallows
Ooh.
in some of them, but everyone's gonna get this. So while this cools
Yeah.
down, so this is what I did. Because it doesn't have to be expensive. I went to the dollar store. I
Wait,
haven't
now
been there.
pause. Someone says, "What would be another alternative to the coconut? Maybe a crumble." And someone asked about our retreat. So just putting these on the floor.
So Tony asked about the retreat. Okay,
Mhm.
so we're gonna do the what would be another
Yes.
besides coconut. There's so many things we could do. All right, let's think.
Well, you just said marshmallows.
Right, you could do
Yep.
marshmallows. Because now it's starting to be almost like a bark, like a holiday bark. So you can
Mhm.
put instead of using, with the holiday bark, you can use Greek yogurt, or
Mm.
vegan have vegan Greek yogurt also. You could do the
Could you
pretzel,
do the
little pretzel.
sesame? Oh, yes, or the
You could
sesame
do
pretzels
sesame
too,
seeds.
right?
You're right.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
You could do
Yeah.
roasted sesame seeds.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can make it. I mean, literally, you could stand there in the bulk section of the supermarket, and because everything is loose, you could get a small amount of everything, and you'll have ideas right there. There's so much.
Yeah.
Not that I like candy, especially the ones with the artificial coloring, but M&Ms.
Mhm.
You could make it. Go crazy, but your nuts is gonna be your base.
Mhm.
I just
Ooh.
want to show you guys how easy it is to make. Like, this is not something you should be buying in the store. It's just too easy.
Yeah.
Basically, like the other person said, you could either put it in the oven or put it on a stovetop. Too easy.
Mhm.
Takes 2 seconds.
Drizzle chocolate, somebody said that dark
Mm,
chocolate. Mm.
mm. And
So
I'm
good.
not even a big chocolate girl, but a little drizzle of chocolate goes up. Some dark
Yeah.
chocolate, that would be nice and pretty. You can make it as pretty
Mhm.
as you want. White chocolate,
Mhm.
a combination. Yeah. Yeah, I love the ideas. But I went to Dollar Store
Okay.
and they had these cute little small like containers. You know
Yes.
how you can put cookies and stuff in there? Once this is cooled down, we're gonna place them in these little containers, which I thought was so cute. And then
Okay.
you could just wrap it with ribbon. So
My
while
goodness.
you could either put
I
the ribbon
didn't know
around.
that you were crafty too.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
I am. And then I got,
oh
yeah,
my
and then you
gosh.
just kind of break off or cut. So I was hoping it cooled down in time. What I wanted to do is make some ahead of time, and
Yeah.
then I could have really showed you, or cellophane. You could do colored cellophane
Uh-huh.
for the
Mhm. Yeah.
container. You know, it kind of depends on whose home you're going to and how you present it. You know, some people kind of want to see it really closed. They know
Yeah.
nobody was like dipping in there. But clear cellophane, tie a ribbon around the top, stick one
Yeah.
of these right in the top. That's to me the cutest. Somebody brought me that, would forget about everything else. Um,
Yeah.
I'd have been like, oh my God, they made it with their hands. Like when they
Yes.
were making it, they're like, this one is from Michelle. Like
Yeah.
that melts my soul.
I
I just,
agree.
that's just,
We I'm into making aromatic sprays, and so we made one for my mother-in-law for her birthday,
how do you
and
make that?
it's so easy. You just get
Really?
distilled water, whatever essential oils you like. For hers, we wanted it to be like a woodsy smell, and then we put a little bit of cinnamon on it in it, and then you put some witch hazel to keep it from getting from going bad, basically,
Right, right. Preservative.
and
It's a preservative.
a
Okay.
preservative, and
Okay.
that's it, and then you've got your own aromatic spray.
You're
So
crafty
easy.
yourself. Because remember on
Yeah.
the retreat, you had us make massage oil.
Oh, yes, the
Yes.
Abayanga bath. Yes,
And
I
I
love
thought, I was
those.
like, I gotta go to this workshop because how do you make massage oil? Like I thought it was gonna be like the hardest thing ever. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, so
so
you're
easy.
crafty too. I used it
Yeah.
actually the other day.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did? Yes.
Mhm.
My daughter made hers too. She loves it.
All right, so this has pretty much cooled down somewhat. Look at
You
that.
when you have your cooking show, you know you have to make it ahead of
I
time
know.
so that you
Usually
can
I
bring it
do.
out.
Usually I do.
Mhm.
But you see how solid it gets?
What?
Uh-huh. And then you could just break it
Wow.
into the size pieces that you want, put it in your little container
Yes.
and make it all pretty. And there you go. Like it didn't cost that
Wow.
much. Like buy your nuts in bulk, decide
Yeah.
what nuts you want or whatever you want, and you can make a whole ton of gifts that's personalized. I just,
Mm.
yeah. Someone
I
else is
love it.
asking about this retreat sounds like
Yeah. So Michelle and I are hosting a retreat in May. Well, actually, it's three of us. My good friend and retreat partner, Prue. She is
I'm gonna
a
lift it a little bit.
master at teaching us amazing adults to look at learning in a different way. So the retreats that we do are not only soul enriching, they also the information is taught to you in a way that you can not only understand it, but
Mhm.
actually incorporate the tools that we're giving you into your everyday life. And Michelle is going to be cooking at the retreat
Yay!
that's in May in Georgia, about 90 miles south of Atlanta,
That's
90
not far.
minutes rather, south of Atlanta at a beautiful retreat facility. I think like what did she say? The Hip Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, they had something there, but it's absolutely beautiful dome buildings and just really a place where you can let go and nurture yourself and really be in a place where you can be around others who are nurturing themselves and nurturing you. So Michelle's going to be cooking amazing meals and apparently really good sweets. Um, like so, and also not only cooking but teaching you about nutrition and how to make it a part of your everyday life so that you can go home
Easy.
and be ready. Yes.
Easy, not
Yes.
hard. I don't do hard cooking. So this is
Right.
easy stuff that you can do that is healthy and nutritious and a lot of it is inexpensive. Like I am
Yes.
not that person, that is going to tell you to buy this most exotic ingredient to cook with. You don't need to. Simple, simple, simple. Especially that the economy is doing what it's doing. I have
Yeah.
learned to figure out very inexpensive ways to eat and still eat healthy. So it will be
Yes.
easy.
Michelle, it looks like I'm gonna remove someone because it looks like someone's being said something not nice. So
Thank
mm,
you. I'm
you're
glad you.
welcome. Yeah. But yeah, I love how you create meals that are easy to do, nutritious, and feel good in your body.
So the
And taste
last,
good. And taste good. Forgot about that.
it gotta taste good.
It
It
has to.
gotta taste
Nobody's
good,
eating
or I'm,
anything.
I'm not eating it. So
Yep.
it gotta
Yep.
taste good. So I'm just kind of putting my package together now. So the last
Okay.
retreat that we did in Costa Rica, which was amazing, I didn't have an opportunity to cook. However, I did have an opportunity to do a workshop with plenty of information on nutrition and food and recipes and things like that. And the facility was amazing in putting
I
together
know.
the most visually appealing and delicious suggestion of food that I had made. So I'm really excited that this retreat that we're putting together in May is going to be something that I get a part of, showing you guys how to make the recipes and for me
Yeah.
to be making the recipes. Because another one of my love language is definitely sharing my recipes with everyone. I get
Hmm.
so when
Yeah.
you guys taste it and you're just like, this is so good. It's just like that's it. I don't need anything else. That's all I
Yeah. Our bellies
This
will be
is what I
full.
end up doing afterwards. Now you can change the ribbon, you can make bigger, fluffier
Ooh.
ribbons. I'm not a good ribbon tire, but that's still simple, easy. There's deliciousness inside there. You could still put like a little note on here, a personalized note, or yeah. So that's what I did.
Wow.
She
Someone
says no.
asked what would your menu be like? Like lots of whole foods, I hope, they said.
Well, it's going to be a little of, I don't want to say it's going to be so uh, healthy that you guys are like, oh my god, this is just so, it's going to be a little bit of everything. So obviously whole foods is number one.
Mhm.
Minimal processed foods. I mean, even if I have something that has processed, probably be 2% of the meals. But to show you guys how easy it is to just take whole foods and make really delicious meals. So some of the things, obviously mushrooms are going to be there. So I hope you guys
Mhm.
love mushrooms. But I mean, it's 4 days, so you'll have, different opportunities. At a meal, I won't be just mushrooms. Obviously, if you don't like mushrooms, you'll have another option. But the fried
Mhm.
oyster mushroom is something that everybody loves. So I just want to show everybody how easy it is to make because no one believes it tastes like chicken, and it does.
Mhm.
Jackfruit. There is a jerk jackfruit recipe that tore up the whole internet, and that is one that I think you guys will like also, because
Mhm.
that's one of those that my husband was like, I don't know if I want to try it. And he tried it and we made it the whole week. Every day he's
Mm.
like, could you make that jerk jackfruit again? Could you make that
Uh-uh.
jerk jackfruit? So I know that's a good one. Like I
Well,
said,
my request was, callaloo and, aki. I have already asked for that on the menu.
I'll be honest with you. I know the last time I said to you, oh, yes, I'm going to have Aki. I'm going to have Aki. Aki's a very hard thing to find now. I don't know what's going on.
Oh.
Because here you can only get it in the can. And I've
Oh.
been to the farmers markets and it's very hard. I've reached out to the company and they're just like, they're just having it's a trouble getting it here. So I don't want to promise you Aki.
Mm.
Aki is very hard to get. And the last time that I saw it, it was so expensive. It didn't
Mm.
even make sense.
Oh.
One can
Yeah.
was like $15. One
What?
can doesn't serve a lot of people. That's
Oh
like
my gosh,
three
that's
people.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah.
So that's all right. We'll have so much good food. It's
We'll have
it's
a lot of good
it's gonna
food.
be incredible. Yes.
Kalaloo is easy to find, but
Okay. But the Aki, yes.
Hmm.
I made the other day, I joined a CSA. I'm such a snob now, y'all. I mean, such a snob now that I joined my CSA. CSA is a community group where they send you vegetables every fruits and vegetables every week. And so they sent me collard greens and I was cutting up. I loved shredding and cutting the collard greens. And then all I did was saute them. Michelle has taught me to keep smoked paprika. So now I do the smoked paprika with the garlic and the
Hmm.
what was it? Oh, and like a seasoned salt. And I tossed that, and my girls
That's
were like,
it. Keep it
they could not stop
simple.
eating
Like
it.
keep it simple. Like we forgot
Yes,
what whole foods taste like. Like just basic food. It's just so
yes,
good, and it's just so good for you. You retain the nutrients. Your body gets the nutrients. It's just
yes.
it's real. I just want to bring us back to how simple and easy, and the myth that vegan and the plant based lifestyle is expensive because it's
Mm-hmm.
really not. But you have
Yeah,
to know what to look for. You know, you have to stay away from that processed stuff and
yeah,
learn how to cook with whole foods, and it's inexpensive, it's healthier, and tastes good. Yeah,
yes. Somebody says that they love your blue oyster mushrooms, and it does taste like chicken.
it does. It does taste like chicken. I can't like it. It's blown. I'm blown away every time. It does. If cooked right. Sometimes people make it a little soggy, but if cooked right, it does taste like fried chicken. Maybe even
Wow.
better. Maybe
Mm,
even better.
girl, yummy. Okay, now someone's asking, will there be a beginner yoga class coming? And I know that so on the retreat we will definitely have yoga, but I know that you had done some classes with Nataki, right? Were
Yes.
those beginner?
Yes, they were basic chakra. Is that what
Oh,
chakra?
yes.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
moves.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
was teaching me because I wasn't familiar. Even though I've done
Yeah.
yoga for so long, but she taught me a lot of basic yoga. We'll always incorporate yoga on the retreats because what's a
Yeah.
retreat without yoga? You know?
I know it.
Yeah,
Yes, I took my class this morning. I loved it. I had such
yeah.
a good time.
And the classes are usually not hard. They're basic. Nataki
Yeah.
is amazing, and I love the last retreat. I tell you, class was what at 7:30 or 8 o'clock,
Mhm.
and I was there every single morning.
Mhm.
I would, and yeah, walking down that,
Yes.
walking down
That
that hill.
steep hill.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
always the first one. I was so happy. I was like, oh, I'm such a stickler.
Oh,
Yeah.
you I
So,
missed most of them.
all right. So that's the wrap up, right?
Okay.
Any other
Someone
questions from anyone about because there's quite a bit of retreating going on this year.
yes, that's true.
So we have what one day if you're in Atlanta or in the surroundings of Atlanta, there is a
Mhm.
one day that I will be doing, and
March
that will
7th.
be at the beginning of March. And
Mhm.
then we
And
have
I'll
the
be there.
4 day in Georgia in May,
Yep.
and then we
Yes.
have Belize
Belize is
in
July
July.
19th through 24th.
In
Yep.
July. Again, I will leave all of the information in the description box with the links so you guys could go and read more about it if we didn't answer, any questions that were asked today. I hope and wish and pray some of you come on these retreats because they are life
Yeah,
changing. They're
they
life
are. They
changing.
really are.
They really help you um, understand yourself and
Yeah.
what your purpose is. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, someone said, "What's the cost?" And I believe it's oh gosh, I don't wanna misquote, but I think it's like 21.99. But then right now we're running a deal basically where you can bring your bestie for half off. So you buy a ticket and y'all work it out, and your
Okay.
bestie comes from half off for half off, and now your ticket's more like 1,500. So we're running that. Oh gosh, when did we say that's like our Black Friday
Right. So that's
deal?
going until January 2nd.
Okay, look at you knowing the dates. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
From now until January 2nd, again, I'll leave the link so you can click on it, check it out. But the opportunity to bring a bestie with you, I think is so amazing because
Mhm.
when I went, and I'm sure everyone could speak for it that went on the last retreat, when I came back, I was telling everybody, I had wished so many people had came. Like I came back, I called my sister, I was like, oh my God, you should have went on this retreat. I was trying to tell everyone, but no one can like understand because you had to have been there. You know, it's like
Yeah,
you became
take
a
the
changed
chance.
person, but then you look at everybody else and it's just like, oh, they should have been on this retreat. So it's so nice if you have someone to that you know personally to come with you so you both can kind of experience this. For us, we still have our group, which is nice. So
Yes,
we're not like in crazy land saying all this stuff. We do have the group that we can like interact with and be like, oh, wasn't that good? Remember that? And still bounce ideas and our new life experiences with
yeah.
them.
We're actually doing well, we meet, periodically, and I invited everyone to the what is it called? One domino at a time where we'll be, being intentional about what we want to bring into the new year.
Yes,
So,
you did. You did. You did. I did see that
mhm. Yep.
in our WhatsApp group. So
Yeah.
yeah, that should be good.
Always doing stuff. Yeah, bring a friend. Karen, get your best friend, bring the friend, and, get your whole life. I can't describe it the workshops are gonna be absolutely life-changing. We'll be out in nature because it's gonna be in May. There's a pool there, there's a hot tub there, so it has all these beautiful amenities. You'll be able to get a massage if you want, but mostly you're gonna be communing with such amazing people and really feeling nourished and being able to go into the next phase of your life with intentionality.
I'm
And I think
stepping
one
away for
thing,
2 seconds.
yeah, and one thing that is beautiful about Michelle is that she has been very open about her perimenopause journey. And so part of what she will talk about when she is cooking is, foods for women who are going through this life-changing process and how those foods um can nourish you and allow you to not be out of control all the time. I don't have a better way of
That's
saying it.
true. Sorry,
Yes,
don't mind me.
yes.
I'm looking at, yeah, going through menopause is a whole, that's a whole, I
I
can't
took
even
some I
describe
took
it.
some
That's a
screenshots of us
whole new
on
life.
here.
Hmm?
Mhm. I took some screenshots of us, so I
Oh.
have us.
Yeah, that's a whole new life and I am deep in it right now. So if anyone is interested, we could sit down and have a heart to heart talk about it
Yeah.
because it's nothing that I was ever warned about. And I
Mhm.
mean, I understand it was a different generation. I thought it was something I would hear about it, like, oh,
Yeah.
menopause, menopause. And I was like, well, I'm not going to get it. I remember this one person was like, well, why are you not? And the rumor was my mom had my younger sister when she was 43. So the
Okay.
rumor was if you had kids late,
Right.
then you skip menopause. That is the
I
dumbest thing
heard that
ever.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. There's nothing
Uh,
to skip. You have to lose your estrogen. Like it
yeah.
has to go away at some point. So you can't
Yeah.
skip it. But I wish I was told about it because I was going through hell, guys. I just
Yeah.
it was there's so many symptoms that besides hot flashes and thank goodness that I was open to information, you know, and I listened and asked questions and was able to make the best choice for me, which was to get on hormone replacement. And
Yeah.
that has helped me. I am like a new woman. That has helped
Mm.
me every single aspect of my life. And I am happy, and so is my husband.
I was gonna say there's gotta be some other benefits here,
There,
because they
there,
gotta live with us.
like I said, there's a lot to tell, but your partner will be very happy.
Yes, yeah, my
Yes,
goodness.
I feel 19 again.
Ooh! You look
It's
19.
grown people conversation now. My vegan kitchen after dark. Anyway.
On a Sunday afternoon.
Anyway, that's why I'm very thankful. Like I said, I'm very thankful with life.
Yes,
Good, and I want to share this energy with all of you guys. So that's why transitioning to doing a lot more of these retreats is really my focus right now. I know you guys have noticed that there's not a lot of videos, coming out, but planning the retreats and really focusing on that. The videos will come, but I really want to be up close, personal with the people that dedicated and spent their time following me. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be able to share it. And the person that asked about the cost, that's why there's so many different types of retreats because I wanted,
Mhm.
you know, different financial
Yeah.
levels to be able to experience this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I
So,
agree.
you still get a lot out of the one day, a
Oh, yeah.
lot, but the 4 days and the international ones, yeah, of course, those are like the
Those
those are
are
like the orgasmic ones, but the one day you still get a lot out of
you
it.
do I did, Prudence and I did a one-day retreat in New Jersey for a group of principals just like a month ago, and I couldn't believe how much we put into one day. It was actually incredible, mind-boggling. But it was so I mean, we did a dance party, we did our part people left with new best friends, we did all sorts of crafts. It was a inner child day,
Yeah.
so I was just I restorative yoga. People left with a map of how they wanted to move forward in their life. I mean, it was crazy. So one days are really fantastic. But that 4 day and the international, I mean, it's not comparable really, but it's you get so much. Yes.
Sonia, I see, I'm not to cut you. I see you asked a
Yeah, yeah.
question. You couldn't find the book. I'm writing down your Instagram handle. I will send you a link, okay?
Yeah.
And for the other people talking about menopause, like we could talk about menopause forever. I know that we're at like the hour mark right now, and I
Yeah,
don't want
it's
to make this too
56.
long because there is a lot to talk about. There's a lot.
Mhm.
And what on our last retreat you did, we had Dr. D
Dr. D.
that
Yes.
spent you could make an appointment with her and she would any question you had. She was so smart and she explained a lot about what to expect. And I could see,
Mhm.
I'm I think I probably was the only one that was in full menopause at that time. I could be wrong, maybe me
Mm.
and one other person. A lot of people were younger, or
Mhm.
they're probably just stepping into it, which is about like your early 40s. So
Mhm.
again, there's so much myth around it that so many people say, oh, like it's not going to happen to them, or they're not ready, like their body's not going to go through it or whatever it is. And I just want everybody to know if you're a woman and you live long enough, you will have menopause. You may
Mhm.
not get all the symptoms. Everybody is different. Some people don't get hot flashes, but they'll get weight gain. They'll
Yeah.
get sleepless nights. They'll get, whatever it is. I'll just real quick, some of my symptoms that I would not have thought was menopause, but I was like, why is this happening? I would get such an itchy back, like my
Ooh.
back was so itchy. I had to buy one of those hand lawn things and
Yeah.
always scratching my back. Like that was crazy. I'd get heart palpitations. I just thought that was, I don't know, maybe I had something too salty to eat.
Yeah.
Um, um, a dry mouth. My mouth would be, I'm like,
Mhm.
why am I so thirsty? My ear would just always be itchy and my scalp
Wow.
would just be, I was just so itchy. Just things I just never would have thought had anything to do with menopause. Yes, I did get the weight gain. Hot flashes was ridiculous. That was like 8, 10 times a day. I would just always
Mhm.
be hot, but just weird things that I just would never have thought of.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it could be a little of anything, and don't be afraid to ask your doctor. If
Yeah.
that doctor is not giving you the answers, I definitely, Dr.
Find
Nicole,
another one.
Dr. Nicole Peoples, she is virtual, so you can,
Yes.
reach out to her. I'll leave her link also, but it's serious, and a lot of the symptoms can be lessened through diet.
Mhm.
I realize sugar is a huge culprit of a lot of the symptoms. So in
Yeah.
our retreats, that's what I want to talk to you guys about.
Stress,
Definitely.
being
How
able to
to,
lower your stress levels
Mhm.
lowers that cortisol and that
Yes.
adrenaline, and then it allows you to get into a space where you can actually, calm the rest of your body down. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I definitely want to talk about is your diet, how to alter your diet and tailor your diet to have less of those symptoms. Because obviously,
Mhm.
not everybody can do HRT, it's pretty expensive and it's not covered by insurance. So, we
Mhm.
have to find other ways, herbal teas, all this other stuff to help to just lessen it and get you through it.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
All
Well,
right.
I think that's it for you guys. You spent enough time with me. Thank
Yes.
you on your
Yes.
Sunday, right? Thank you
Yes.
so much. I
Someone
appreciate
says, was
all
that
of you.
Dr. Nicole Peoples? Yes, Michelle, you'll put her link in
I'm
there
gonna put
for
her.
people to
Let
reach
me make
out.
a note
Mhm.
because
Right.
I got 55-year-old brain right now. So Dr. Nicole Peoples, because I'll forget.
Yes.
I'll put her in the link also. She's
And
wonderful.
my Spellman sister.
Yeah, Spellman sister. All right. So I got a couple of people here.
Yes. All
Because
right.
what's the cost, girl? I'll leave the link for Dr. Peoples because it's
Mhm.
a shame that it's not covered under insurance, but we know why. Peace and
Yeah.
love. Thank
FSA's
you.
probably. All right.
Thank you
Bye.
for your questions. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Nuria.
Bye, Michelle.
Have a good Sunday.